Okay, y'all. I don't remember whether this is something I asked about when I gave my "How am I doing, y'all?" video and asked more of what you wanted to see more of, what you enjoyed seeing me do, what subjects you enjoyed seeing me tackle, which ones you could do without ever hearing me talk about again, etc., and so forth. I don't know if I mentioned the Mandela Effect videos. Mandela Effect videos that I record tend to be highly divisive because there are some people who just think that the Mandela Effect is something that's not worth talking about at all. That's just silly, ridiculous, and that they don't want any part in it. And other people are very intrigued by it and wonder what it's all about and have experienced it. Are Mandela affected themselves, just as I am in ways that I've talked about before, which is why I'm drawn to this subject matter. I don't know what it means. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I do know what it means, but I do have a very strong conviction that it cannot just be explained away. It can't just be explained away by saying, "Oh, well, all you millions of people who remember the Berenstain Bears, you're just wrong. You're just remembering it wrong for all those years that you clearly have this memory of that being the name of the title of the books, the children's books." And now you're told, no, it was never that way. The title was never, ever the Berenstain Bears. It's always been the Berenstain Bears. No, no. Berenstain would have stuck with me. I would have remembered that because that's a name that doesn't sound like a name. I would have remembered the stain part. That would have made an impression on me. But it wasn't Berenstain. It was Berenstein. And at least from my perspective, now I know for a lot of people, that they just remember it being always being Berenstain, and there's never been any disruption at all in their memories. And I'm not saying that they're wrong either, but that's what makes this phenomenon a phenomenon, right? For everything that it applies to. And people say, well, it's not really meaningful because it's every time hear people talk about it, it's just stuff that's about junk culture, pop culture stuff like children's books or lines in famous movies or I don't know, advertising logos or something along those lines. But no, it's also actual verses in the Bible. The Bible doesn't say the lion shall lie down with the lamb. Not anymore. It doesn't say that anymore. But for years and years and years, you can find a lot of what they call residue on this particular point. References to the lion shall lay down with the lamb being in the Bible. That was just sort of that was just well known. Nobody even disputed it. But you look at the verse where that supposedly comes from, and it doesn't say that now. It doesn't say that now. And it supposedly never did say that. Just like Berenstein was supposedly always Berenstain. So I don't know. If you just think that this is a silly subject and you don't want to have anything to do with it, whatever. Don't watch this video. Watch others of my videos that you can take seriously. I don't want to hear anybody say, "Why are you talking about this? This is just stupid." If you respond in that way, I will delete your comment just because that's again, why are you here? Why are you paying attention to this video if it's just stupid to you? You can go a lot of other places and occupy your time in ways that to you are more productive. All right, but this is just for those of us who take this phenomenon seriously, whatever it is, whatever it means. And I'm not claiming to know what it means finally, and that's why I think this whole oh well you're this just shows you're schizophrenic, as somebody once tried to recently, not too long ago, a former friend, a former colleague, tried to try to communicate this slur about me being schizophrenic, quote unquote. I mean, I'm schizophrenic if I say if I put forth some elaborate idea of what it must be, and I'm very dogmatic about that idea, and I'm sure that I see things that nobody else sees, and whatever. I could understand. Then I could understand why someone might label that schizophrenic, but just noting the Mandela effect for what it is, without claiming to know why it's happening or what it signifies, what it means. That's just charting reality, charting memory, and that's the very opposite of crazy. That's that's um, that's sanity. That's the use of human capacities for analysis and reasoning and probing mysteries, even if they're unsolved and maybe unsolvable ones. So here's what I want to ask y'all now. Let me show you my own chest here. Okay. Now, let me ask you this question. When we say a pledge, when we in America, when we were kids and we said the pledge, we said to the pledge to the flag, we pledged allegiance to the flag. What did we do? What did they tell us to do? Put our hand on our heart. Where was that? That was on the left side of our chest. That's where our heart was. We put our hand there because that's where our heart was, and we were putting our hand over our heart to pledge our allegiance, because symbolically speaking, our heart was what we were holding in our hands while we were pledging allegiance, right? Well, guess what? What if I were to tell you, as Morbius would say, what if I were to tell you that the heart is no longer on the left side of your chest, that it's now in the middle? That's right, this is where your heart is. So all that time we were pledging allegiance, we shouldn't have been like this. We should have been like this, which looks stupid. But that's what they say now. It's in the center of your chest. What? What? They say, okay, maybe it hangs a little to the left, but only slightly. It's mostly in the center of your chest. So has our physiology changed in 25 years? In the 25 years since, or it's been longer than that for me. In the time when we were standing in school, pledging allegiance to the flag, putting our hands over where we thought our hearts were. Has that all changed now? Okay. And don't fucking call me schizophrenic for asking this question. All right? Don't do that. That's not appropriate. That's not right. That's not fair. This is a reasonable question. So, how many of you remember that your heart is on the left side of your chest? And how many of you have always known that it's in the middle of your chest, which is have always known that it's in the middle of your chest, which is where they say it is now? If you don't believe me, look it up. Look it up. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying now. I don't know either. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching.